The room still smells like sunlight. The sheets still hold your weight. I keep pretending that tomorrow will undo a past too late. Every word I never said, every glance I couldn't give, becomes a quiet monument to the way we chose to live. I thought I could rewrite it, hold the story in my hands, but some things slip through fingers, no matter how we planned. I didn't want the ending, I wanted the in-between. Every almost, every heartbeat, every place we've been. Yeah, I didn't want the ending, I wanted a little more, a chance to hold forever without closing the door. I traced the shape of memories on the wall where shadows fall. Every echo of your laughter still refuses to be small. I kept imagining a moment where the world could pause and wait, but endings have a stubborn way of showing up too late. And I thought if I kept breathing, kept pretending you were near, the story could be different than the one that disappears. I didn't want the ending, I wanted the in-between. Every almost, every heartbeat, every place we've been. Yeah, I didn't want the ending, I wanted a little more, a chance to hold forever without closing the door. Maybe endings aren't cruel, maybe they're just the truth, but I wish the heart could bargain with the fading of our youth. And though I know I can't stop it, can't make time rewind, I'll carry every almost that the ending left behind. I didn't want the I didn't want the ending, but I learned to let it go. Take the love we left unfinished and the things I'll never show. Yeah, I didn't want the ending, but I keep what stayed inside. Every fragment, every whisper from the love we never tried. Ooh. I still see you in the sunlight, hear you in the quiet spin. I didn't want the ending, but I'll carry what has been. You spoke in little fragments, half a sentence, half a sigh. I learned to fill the spaces with the answers you denied. Every pause became a message, every breath a subtle plea, and the quiet you kept hidden kept rewriting parts of me. I became the garden bending toward whatever light I found, even when the air was empty and your voice was never loud. 'Cause I grew around the silence like the ivy on a wall, finding shape in every absence, learning how to take the fall. Yeah, I grew around the silence, even when it wasn't fair. Every question left unanswered was another root I'd bear. I learned the art of waiting for a sentence you'd undo, for the truth beneath your eyelids, for a reason not to lose. I kept trying to be gentle with the places you were scared, but the things you couldn't say were the things I mostly shared. It's a strange kind of devotion, giving love without a sound, but I kept weaving all your quiet till it held me like a shroud. 'Cause I grew around the silence like a flower in the shade, taking shape from every moment that your honesty betrayed. Yeah, I grew around the silence till the stillness felt like home, but the walls I wrapped myself with left me stranded there alone. And maybe love is more than patience, more than tending every tear. Maybe someone has to speak for both to make it through the fear. And I know I never told you all the ways your hush could sting, but the silence we lived under never taught my heart to sing. 'Cause I grew around the silence and I learned to look composed, but the words I never offered were the ones I should have chose. Yeah, I grew around the silence with the softest kind of grace, till the only thing that bloomed there was the hurt I couldn't place. Still I water what was left there from the seeds I couldn't save. I grew around the silence, but I never meant to stay. Days crept by in silence, like a river soft and low. I felt your shadow shrinking in the corners I used to know. Every laugh we left behind me, every word I couldn't say, became a quiet rhythm that would grow with each delay. I didn't feel it suddenly, didn't see it in a flash. It was the gentle unraveling of everything I thought would last. I learned to miss you slowly, like the tide recedes in time, filling spaces with the echoes of a love that once was mine. Yeah, I learned to miss you slowly, every heartbeat, every breath, learning how to carry absence and survive the quiet death. I trace the shape of your existence in the furniture and halls. Every morning held your absence like a photograph on walls. I wanted to outrun the feeling or push it far away, but some losses teach you patience and how grief can quietly stay. I didn't fall into sorrow, I didn't collapse or break. It was the slow, persistent pulling of a heart that learns to ache. I learned to miss you slowly, like the tide recedes in time, filling spaces with the echoes of a love that once was mine. Yeah, I learned to miss you slowly, every heartbeat, every breath, learning how to carry absence and survive the quiet death. Maybe missing is a teacher, telling us what we need to see. And maybe love that leaves so gently teaches patience eventually. And though I wish the process could have spared my heart the sting, I know some lessons only blossom when they quietly take wing. Slowly, slowly, I learned to miss you slowly. I learned to miss you slowly, and I carried what remains, every shadow, every memory, every love that leaves its stains. Yeah, I learned to miss you slowly, and the ache became my friend, till the quiet felt familiar, and I could start again. I still see you in the silence, in the spaces left behind. I learned to miss you slowly, and the lesson shaped my mind. I left the porch light burning like a promise you forgot. Kept your coffee mug and waiting on the counter where it sat. Every morning felt unfinished, like a sentence missing words. I kept listening for footsteps that I swore I almost heard. I made bargains with the quiet, I kept time with hopeful eyes. Every night became a question, every day another try. 'Cause I thought you'd come back with that tired half one smile, saying love was never simple, just delayed I kept saving all the letters that I never meant to send. Held the moments you abandoned for the sake of what had been. I rehearsed 1,000 answers for the things you didn't ask, and I tried to keep them gentle in case you made your way back. But the seasons kept their distance, and the clocks refused to lie. There's a truth inside the waiting that no longing can deny. Still I thought you'd come back with excuses in your hands, saying love was never broken, just too fragile to withstand. Yeah, I thought you'd come back when the quiet felt too long, when the ache you tried to outrun made you wonder what went wrong. Maybe hope was just a habit of refusing to let go. Maybe closure's just a lesson only distance seems to know. And I wish I'd learned much sooner that return was not a gift, but a door that needed choosing just to ever start to shift. But I thought you'd come back, till the day I finally saw that the place that held you open never counted as a call. Yeah, I thought you'd come back till it hurt too much to wait. So I turned the porch light off and learned to love another fate. Now the shadows don't remember where your footsteps used to track. Once I thought you'd come back, now I know you never have. I kept the windows open even when the wind was cold. Spoke the words that hurt to say even when my hands would fold. I carried every silence like a weight I couldn't name, and I wondered if my honesty could survive the shifting blame. You asked for all the answers, but I only had the truth, and the moments I withheld were the pieces I held for you. I tried to stay honest, even when the world was loud, even when the night pressed down and I couldn't make a sound. Yeah, I tried to stay honest, though it left me torn apart. Every confession burned me, but I kept it in my heart. I traced the lines of your reflection in the mirror of my mind, held the stories we were writing, even if they weren't aligned. I wanted to keep the balance between the love and fear, but the closer that I got, the further you would disappear. I told myself the truth was armor, even if it cut like glass. And the more I tried to wield it, the more it seemed to pass. I tried to stay honest, even when the world was loud, even when the night pressed down and I couldn't make a sound. Yeah, I tried to stay honest, though it left me torn apart. Every confession burned me, but I kept it in I try to stay honest. I try to stay honest through the cracks and through the fight, and through the shadows of our choices, through the silence of the night. Yeah, I try to stay honest, and I'll carry what I know, that even when the heart breaks slowly, honesty helps it grow. I held my hands together even as the world fell apart. I tried to stay honest from the start. Rain traced lines across the glass, like letters never sent. Every drop a tiny echo of the things I never meant. The clock kept pushing forward, but my heart refused to move. So I stayed there with the silence, trying hard to find a proof. I thought that love was stubborn, I thought it always finds a way. But the minutes turn to hours, and the colors turn to gray. I waited by the window for a footstep I could claim, for a shadow in the doorway that would whisper back my name. I waited by the window till the night had lost its fight, just to hear the world stop breathing, for a chance you'd make it right. The lights along the sidewalk flickered like a nervous truth, and I swore the wind was holding all the secrets of our youth. I held on to the memory of a promise you once made, but even promises grow brittle when the heart begins to fade. Hope can be a fragile anchor when it pulls against the storm, and I felt the line unravel from the place it once was warm. I waited by the window for a footstep I could claim, for a shadow in the doorway that would whisper back my name. I waited by the window till the night had lost its fight, just to hear the world stop breathing, for a chance you'd go. I waited by the window long enough to finally know. I held your hand like it was fragile, like a candle in the wind. Every promise felt eternal, every word could not rescind. We built a world of almost, a castle made of trust. But I never counted how the moments would crumble into dust. I thought love was limitless, like the sky without a seam. But even endless chapters have a price you cannot dream. If forever had a cost, I'd still pay it all for you. Every scar, every shadow, every night I never knew. Yeah, if forever had a cost, I'd keep counting the days, even knowing some of the price would haunt me in small ways. Trace the shape of memories that we carved across the years. Every laughter came with echoes, every tear with quiet fears. I wanted to hold you longer, even when the world withdrew. But love is never free of ledger, even when intentions are true. I'd spend it all relentlessly just to feel you once again. Had a cost, had a cost. If forever had a cost, if forever had a cost, I'd still pay it all for you. Even knowing every fragment would ache long after we're through. Yeah, if forever had a cost, I'd embrace it willingly. For every moment with you was worth the cost to me. I carry all the quiet, all the love, all the loss. If forever had a cost, I paid without pause. The morning didn't reach me like it used to in the past. The coffee cooled in silence, and the sunlight didn't last. Every corner held your shadow, every room felt hollowed through, and the rhythm that had carried me stopped when I thought of you. I tried to keep it steady, pretend the world was fine, but the beat within my chest had its own quiet design. The day my heart slowed down, I felt the weight of all we lost. Every memory a whisper, every joy measured by the cost. Yeah, the day my heart slowed down, I learned how fragile time can be, and the world kept moving forward while it paused inside of me. I walked the streets like a stranger, watching life pass silently. Every laugh and every moment were reminders of what couldn't be. I held the hands of shadows, traced the echoes of your voice, but the pulse that once guided me had no rhythm, had no choice. I tried to fight the silence, tried to summon what was gone, but the quiet had a gravity, and I couldn't carry on. The day my heart slowed down, I felt the weight of all we lost. Every memory a whisper, every joy measured by the cost. Yeah, the day my heart slowed down, I learned how fragile time can be, and the world kept moving forward while it paused inside of me. Maybe healing comes in fragments, like a tide that moves too slow. Maybe pain is patient, teaching us the things we know. And though the hours stretched forever, though the sky refused to bend, I learned the heart keeps going even when it tries to end. Slow down, slow down. The day my heart slowed down, the day my heart slowed down, I let the quiet take its place. Felt the loss, felt the longing, felt the emptiness embrace. Yeah, the day my heart slowed down, I carried grief and found a way to let the world keep moving, even when my heart would stay. I'll remember the stillness and the pause that came around the day my heart slowed down. Was the day I learned to ground. There was a softness in your footsteps, like you didn't want to shake the floor. You kept folding all your questions, then tucking them inside a drawer. Every morning felt uncertain, like the sky was choosing sides. But I kept breathing for the both of us while you rehearsed your quiet lines. You were already halfway distant, but you hadn't named it yet. I could feel the slow unravel in the spaces you'd forget. Before you learned goodbye, you were fading by degrees. Not a storm, just a slow alignment with a world beyond my reach. Yeah, before you learned goodbye, you were practicing your leave. Silent syllables and glances that you hoped I wouldn't read. You began to talk in futures where my name was never traced. Every promise turned to maybe, every memory misplaced. I kept filling in the blanks like I could stitch us in the hole. But your patience grew too fragile for the weight of what we'd owed. I could see the exit forming in the outline of your eyes, but there's no alarm for endings till the moment they arrive. Before you learned goodbye, you were measuring the door, checking how the light looked on you in a life without me anymore. Yeah, before you learned goodbye, you were carving out a space where the future didn't need me and the past had no more grace. Maybe love was never over, maybe endings just outpace all the words we should have spoken, all the truths we couldn't face. And I love you through the moment when you didn't love me too. Not in anger, not in sorrow, just in knowing what was true. 'Cause before you learned goodbye, there was still a place to stay. If you turned and said you wanted one more chance to lose your way. But before you learned goodbye, you had nothing left to choose. And I finally understood that some goodbyes are taught through use. I still hold the quiet version where you stayed and so did I, in the space before you landed, in the time before goodbye. We walk through streets of quiet, passing strangers in our hands, laughing at the little things, but I didn't understand. Your pauses were a language I hadn't one to read, and the way your heart was beating was a rhythm I couldn't heed. I thought I knew the story, thought I held the map to you, but some roads only reveal themselves when the miles are far and true. I held on to little fragments of the moments that we caught, but the depth of who you were was a lesson I forgot. I traced the edges slowly of the heart you never showed, and I learned too late the secrets that your quiet had bestowed. I thought I had the timing, thought I understood the scene, but the person I was seeing was only part of what had been. I didn't know you yet when the world was in our hands. I didn't see the pieces that would fall like shifting sands. Yeah, I didn't know you yet when the nights were soft and thin, and the love I thought I held was only just beginning. Maybe some love is patient, teaching us in slow release. Maybe knowing comes with distance, and the heart can find its peace. And though I wish I'd known you when the time was ours to keep, I'll carry every moment in the quiet where I sleep. Didn't know, didn't know. I didn't know you yet, but I've learned a little more. Every glance and every whisper, every door you didn't close before. Yeah, I didn't know you yet, but I see you now so clear. And the love I thought was ending was only learning how to appear. I'll walk through every memory, every laugh, every fret, knowing that the past is softer, because I didn't